Good evening. You are watching News at 6. I'm Precious Mimshak. Our main headlines. The University of Health and Allied Sciences is officially on Easter break, but some students are still on campus. We have a special report on that. The 10th anniversary celebration of the university officially began last week with a series of activities. Also coming up, UHAS officially commissions its first traditional hall in 10 years. And the white coat ceremony of the fourth year pharmacy and medical students took place this week at the CD auditorium. Hello and welcome to the very first live edition of the News at 6, coming to you from Trafalgar. Do stay with us for all the latest news on campus. So our very first story, Easter is finally here and the university is officially on a break from Thursday 13th April to Tuesday 19th April 2022. Some students are already home, others are on their way, and some are still on campus. Our correspondent Perpetual finds out what those on campus will be doing.
Okay, so I'm right here in the hostel, and then the hostel seems very, very quiet. I think it's because of the Easter break. So I like to interact with some of the students in the hostel. I can see you have a packed bag, like it's like you are going home or something like that.
Yes, I think.
Hey, okay. So why are you going home? Why are you going home?
I'm going home because I miss home, and because of the break. Yeah, because of the break. I'm going home because of the break, the Easter break. I have to go and celebrate it with my family members.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I can release stress. You know, school is stressful.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to release stress.
After all,
Yeah.
to release stress.
But I have a book in my bag. I'll still be learning for it.
I like.
We have a lot of things to cover after the
okay.
So I won't be going home. I want to cover, like, the slides are many. So I want to cover a lot of topics. So I won't be going. I'll be staying. We are waiting for the long back. Sunday, I'll be going to Agden.
Oh, that's nice.
To eat.
Now, 10 years ago, the University of Health and Allied Sciences was established by the late President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Evans Atta Mills. This year, the university is celebrating its 10th anniversary with a series of activities, including a float and renaming of the Trafalgar Auditorium. Comfort reports.
The University of Health and Allied Sciences launched its 10th year anniversary on the 7th of April, out of which some of the activities for the launch included a float through the town right from Trafalgar to the Whole Market. The float finally came to an end and the newly refurbished Trafalgar Auditorium was commissioned as the Kofi Aidohu Auditorium. Some dignitaries that were present includes the Deputy Minister of Health, the Regional Minister, Chiefs, the Foundational Vice and Pro-Vice Chancellor, the Foundational Committee Chairperson, and other foundational members. Chairman of the University Council officially launched the anniversary. The launch was graced with some speeches from the current Vice Chancellor, the Foundational Vice Chancellor, Professor Binka, and Professor Kofi Aido. Professor Japon gave a brief history about the school and how fast the school has risen greatly just within the 10 years. Professor Kofi Aido, who spoke about his experience starting UHAS.
And I do so also knowing that in spite of all the credit that the Foundation Vice Chancellor has given to so many others, starting with our Director of Works, Mr. Kaba, Mr. Becker, and all the rest.
Professor Binka spoke about the establishment of UHAS as the first Vice Chancellor of UHAS. Reporting for UHAS Based TV, I'm Akuba Mefia Comfort.
There was a major float before the beginning of the first event across the major streets of Ho. The event happened simultaneously between Ho and Hohwe. Celine has this report.
Both UHAS campuses, Ho and Hohwe, staged floats at the same time to kick off the university's 10th anniversary celebrations. The purpose of the float, which was paraded around several of Ho and Hohwe main streets, was to raise public knowledge of the event and distribute university flyers. The Pro-Vice Chancellor of UHAS told the Ghana news agency that the university had trained doctors, nurses, midwives, public health officers, nutritionists, disease control officers, and health information officers over the last 10 years as part of its mandate to train the country's health workforce. He said the university has accomplished a lot in terms of health manpower development, and it is for this reason that we believe we have done so well, and to look back at what we have done and to project what we have done and what we can achieve for the future. Professor Amuna praised the university's ranking as Ghana's third best university, 41st in Africa, and among the world's top 2,000 universities, saying that informs you about the effect we are creating.
Still on the 10th anniversary celebration, the Asogli Hall of Residence has officially commissioned as a traditional hall. The short ceremony took place last Saturday at the forecourt of the hostel. The Vice-Chancellor, the Registrar, as well as representatives of Togbi Apede was present. It would be the first traditional hall of the university since its inception. It has 4 buildings, namely Ahwe, Bankwe, Hliha, and Dome. Prince Emmanuel has this report.
After 10 years of the establishment of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, the first ever independently owned hall of the university was commissioned on Saturday, 9th April 2022, after the second batch of the 6th congregation was done. It's named Asogli Hall of Residence after the Asogli traditional area where the hall and the Trafalgar campus of the university is situated, and also done in honor of their immense contribution towards the development of the school.
That's why Togbe Afede, the 14th name is captured, my name and that of the VC.
The hall was commissioned by Togbe Kutoku on behalf of Togbe Apede the 14th, the paramount chief of the Asogli Traditional Council, and assisted by the school's council chair, Justice Victor Duche Maulom, and the vice chancellor, Professor John Owusu Japon. The Asogli Hall of Residence currently accommodates over 1,000 students of the university populace and made up of 4 halls: Dume, Bankwe, Hliha, and Ahwem. It has come as a timely intervention to solve some of the school's major accommodation challenges. Reporting for UHAS Based TV, I am Prince Emmanuel D.
The 6th congregation of the university took place last week, Saturday, at the CD Auditorium. The ceremony was to graduate the master students of the university, mainly from the School of Public Health. The guest of honor for the ceremony was the chairman of Just Spong Group, Dr. John Sia Ejapon. Naomi reports.
Last Saturday, the second batch of the 6th congregation of the University of Health and Allied Sciences took place at the CD Auditorium at exactly 10 a.m. The total number of graduates were 692 students who graduated from the various schools: School of Nursing and Midwifery, School of Allied Health, School of Public Health, School of Medicine, and School of Basic and Biomedical Sciences. The key figures who were present included the Vice Chancellor, Registrar, deans from the various schools, guests of honor, and the speaker for the program, as well as the matriculants.
University Council continues to bask in excitement after having been ranked the second best in Ghana and the 36th best university in Africa.
Reporting from UHAS Base TV, I am Naomi.
Let's look at some of the day's other news. The Ghana Revenue Authority has announced that the e-levy deduction will begin from the 1st of May 2022. Heavy rains hit Ho this week with strong winds causing distractions. A market at the Independent Hall of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has been gutted by fire. Glory to God, there was no casualties. Stay with us. Here are the news at 6. Coming up next is Sports with JJ.
Oh yes, it's your girl Christina again, and I am back with a big bang. UHAS and its environs, where I and the team will dig deep, both on and off campus, to bring you all the juicy stuff you would want to hear. When the news hit the street, we will be there to cover it. All the trending issues would also be delved into, where we would have a short interview with both students and non-students, their views on these issues. I can't wait, and I know you can't wait either. Subscribe to UHAS Base TV now for all the juicy stuff. Guys, let's have fun. See you when I see you. Oh yes, it's your girl Christina again, and I am back with a big bang. UHAS and its environs, where I and the team will dig deep, both on and off campus, to bring you all the juicy stuff you would want to hear. When the news hit the street, we will be there to cover it. All the trending issues would also be delved into, where we would have a short interview with both students and non-students, their views on these issues. I can't wait, and I know you can't wait either. Subscribe to UHAS Base TV now for all the juicy stuff. Guys, let's have fun. See you when I see you.
Welcome to the sports segment with me, JJ. The University Sports Directorate has announced the date for the first year's Weasel Games. There will be inter-school volleyball and football. The tournament is going to take place on 23rd April 2022 at Davis Sports Complex in Ho and at the Franco Park in Hohoe. The Physician Assistantship Students Association of UHAS held its first games of the semester at the Davis Park yesterday. The games included football, volleyball, tennis, and many others. That's all we have for sports. See you next time.
The Physician Assistantship Students Association of Ghana, PASAG, held a combination of games called the Weasel Games yesterday. The games took place at the Davis Park with some PA students around. The defending champions, PA Batch 23, were hoping to retain their title. But then there was a heavy rain which resulted in the abrupt closure of the games. Speaking off camera, some students said they are impressed with what the association is doing and they would like more to happen. Patrick Isibru, UHAS Base TV.
Oh yes, it's your girl Christina again, and I am back with a big bang. UHAS and its environs, where I and the team will dig deep, both on and off campus, to bring you all the juicy stuff you would want to hear. When the news hit the street, we would be there to cover it. All the trending issues would also be delved into, where we would have a short interview with both students and non-students, their views on these issues. I can't wait, and I know you can't wait either. Subscribe to UHAS Base TV now for all the juicy stuff. Guys, let's have fun. See you when I see you.
The School of Public Health took place last Saturday at the Franco Auditorium. The event pulled large number of students to the program. Our Hawaii correspondent in Kunim was at the event and filed this report. That's all for now for
The School of Public Health organized their first beauty pageant on the 9th of April 2022. Even though the start of the program there were many challenges, it still turned out fun and successful. It was indeed a tough competition, with Asantwa winning the crown, Minat for the first runner-up, and Elsie for the second runner-up. And also, on the 13th of April 2022, the queens from the phase of SPH pageantry paid a courtesy call to the office of the Dean of the School of Public Health. During their interactions, the Dean asked for their projects and aspirations. He then admonished them to work harder and promised to support them should any of them call upon him. Reporting for UHAS Base TV, I am Oseyin Kunimesa.
Back to you in the studio.
Oh yes, it's your girl Christina again, and I am back with a big bang. UHAS and its environs, where I and the team will dig deep, both on and off campus, to bring you all the juicy stuff you would want to hear. When the news hit the street, we would be there to cover it. All the trending issues would also be delved into, where we would have a short interview with both students and non-students, their views on these issues. I can't wait, and I know you can't wait either. Subscribe to UHAS Base TV now for all the juicy stuff. Guys, let's have fun. See you when I see you.
Congratulations to the winners of the just ended pageantry on our Hawaii campus. Away from the 10th anniversary celebration, a white coat ceremony took place last Tuesday at the CD Auditorium for the 4th year students of the School of Pharmacy and the School of Medicine. The ceremony is to usher the students into their clinical year as they begin to work in the hospital alongside having lectures. Fidelia has more on this report.
The White Coat Ceremony is a formal program in some schools of medicine and other health-related fields. It marks the students' transition from the study of preclinical to clinical health sciences. Here in the University of Health and Allied Sciences, the White Coat Ceremony took place at the City Auditorium for the School of Pharmacy and the School of Medicine. 4th year medical and pharmacy students were ushered into their clinical years and told to prepare for the future and to put their patients first in all things. Speaking at the event was the Vice Chancellor.
They have never gone to sleep since then. And I was really praying and wishing that we could graduate our first batch of these students before I leave. But I will not be here when you graduate them.
After the event, then came the photo shoots and pictures. It was indeed a beautiful ceremony. We say congratulations to all the students. Their journey begins now. Reporting from UHAS Base TV, I'm Fidelia.
It has been a very packed week here on campus with so many activities, and so we have this compilation for you to recap whatever you have missed. And from me and the rest of the team at UHAS Base TV, we say have a happy weekend and enjoy your Easter. Have a good evening.